Are we ready to go?
Defense, Your Honor.
Statements, Your Honor.
Okay, this is case number 1910 DC 01583, State of Nevada versus John O'Connor. Mr. O'Connor is present in the courtroom with his attorney, Richard Davies. State of Nevada is represented by Chelsea Sanford. This is time and place set for, I guess, a yearly hearing on what's going on with Mr. O'Connor. Did you have anything you want? I received a report from Lakes Crossing.
There is a Lakes Crossing report dated July 18, 2022. Is the court in defense and receipt of those evaluations?
Tom Durante had his report, and Drew Cross signed a report. It's dated July 18th. You got that, Mr. Davies?
Your Honor, I haven't received that, familiar with it, read it, provided a copy to my clients.
And you received a copy of it, Ms. Sanford?
The state has received a copy of it and has no corrections, Your Honor.
Is there anything you want to say, Ms. Sanford?
Your Honor, we hold that the state or the court should hold Mr. O'Connor in custody based upon the findings that are inside this report, particularly on the final page where the author says that in their opinion, Mr. O'Connor is not currently a candidate for conditional release and he remains in need of continued treatment and observation as provided by a secured forensic facility. That conclusion is supported by the findings in his report. I'm looking particularly at page 6 of 7, where the author says that the defendant continues to espouse fixed false beliefs on his alleged victims, as well as others that reside in his home community. And unfortunately, we have seen the results based upon his beliefs. So this community is at risk if he's ever released. And the Lakes Crossing report still concludes that he suffers from mental illness. However, he has yet to acknowledge them, and they seem to be expanding as reflected on page 5 of the report by including additional members of the prosecution team.
Yeah, you're just to parlay what Ms. Sanford said. This report seems to be consistent with all the other reports that we've seen over the last few years. It's like there's a thread that's starting to weave a pattern here that we can start to see that's consistent through from the beginning of this case took root. And so, yeah, it shows he's not competent. I expect him to come back here in a year from now. Maybe he'll be more amenable to treatment, and something will change in a year from now.
Mr. O'Connor, did you have anything you want to say?
No.
Well, based upon what I've heard here today, based upon review of the report that I received, I find clearly and convincingly that the defendant's incompetent without substantial probability of achieving competency in the foreseeable future. The charges are making him eligible to be committed to the placement and custody of a forensic facility pursuant to 178.461 section 3, is clear and convincing evidence. Has a mental disorder, is a danger to himself or others, and that the defendant's dangerousness is such that the defendant requires placement in a forensic facility, and therefore I'll continue his placement at the forensic facility at Lakes Crossing. Do we have a date we want to set, or do we want to set that later?
We do, Your Honor. We have August 22nd, 2023 at 1:30, or August 29th, 2023 at 1:30.
Maybe do this 22nd, Ms. Clerk?
That's fine.
August 22nd at 1:30?
That works for the state, Your Honor.
Is that, what day of the week is that?
That is a Tuesday, Your Honor.
I know this sounds crazy, but I have to, I'm doing the drug court, and Pershing County. I do that in the morning on Wednesdays. Is there a change? Well, this is fine.
I'm flexible, I can move it around.
Well, let me, I don't know if I've got it scheduled that far in advance, so if I could though, maybe, because I could drive to Lovelock, do my drug court, and come back to here, do this. So maybe what I'll do is send something to you. I don't think we have that drug court scheduled out that far yet.
This is a Tuesday, Your Honor, the 22nd.
So let's go ahead and set it for this, August 22nd, 2023, at 1:30, and then I may see if we can change it. It would be on a Wednesday instead of Tuesday, if we could. So,
Fortunately, I'm not booked that far out.
you know, they try to book me that far.
Golden
Sometimes
handcuffs.
all I need is another, I sort of I talked into doing Judge Shirley's drug court. Sort of like one day I'm sitting there and I'm the drug court judge and wondering how that happened, so.
Gotta learn how to say no.
Yeah, you'd think after 74 years I'll learn that, but I haven't been able to yet. Okay, so we're in recess.
Thank you, Judge.
See you in a year. Have a good year, Mr. O'Connor. You can all be at ease.
Thank you, sir.